The stakes for Dwight, the General Manfredi, played by Sylvester Stallone, have never been higher in my opinion. Fans are anticipating a dramatic and action-packed finale to the most recent chapter in Dwight's story as the penultimate episode of Season 2 airs this Sunday. Dwight was banished to Tulsa, Oklahoma, by the New York Mafia after completing a 25-year prison sentence. While battling competing businesspeople like Cal Thresher, Neil McDonough, and the increasingly insane Chicky Invernizzi, Dominic Lombardozzi, Dwight has been attempting to establish a new criminal operation in Tulsa in Season 2. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Before going to the main topic, I want to say like this video and subscribe to the channel. In contrast to the infamous Tony Soprano, Dwight is a more rational, reasonable guy who strives to be respectful until he feels that someone doesn't deserve that respect, according to showrunner Terrence Winter. Neil McDonough, Dwight's co-star, pointed out that his own character, Cal Thresher, is drawn to the elderly mobster in part because of Dwight's sense of honor and ethics. However, Dwight's attempts to start over have been continuously hampered by his turbulent past and allegiance to his family, which includes both his criminal accomplices, such as the irascible Tyson, Jay Will, and his legitimate relatives, such as his estranged daughter Tina, Tatiana Zappardino. There has also been a significant emotional toll with the passing of dependable Lieutenant Jimmy. Dwight has been enmeshed in a developing conflict between opposing forces in the most recent episodes. While the vicious Jackie Ming has been making aggressive plays of his own, New York gangster Bill Bevilacqua has been attempting to encroach on Dwight's area. Because of his practicality, Dwight formed an odd alliance with Bill and Thresher in order to eliminate Jackie, their shared menace. However, this tenuous peace is now in jeopardy due to Chicky's reappearance, who is determined to recover his position in the New York mob by finally getting rid of Dwight. The power dynamics in Tulsa may be forever changed by the dramatic confrontation that is set to occur in the Season 2 finale, which airs on November 17th. Will the simmering animosity between the opposing factions explode into a full-scale battle, or will Dwight's careful, reasonable approach prevail? The long-term course of Dwight's story is one aspect that is yet unknown. The showrunners have highlighted Dwight's more complex, intellectual side, a mobster who is well-read and able to think critically about his decisions, while Stallone has maintained his recognizable tough guy demeanor. This implies that the authors may have grandiose ideas for the character's development that go beyond the conventional gangster stereotype. Will Dwight be able to make amends and reunite with his family? Or will he be consumed by the cycle of violence and retaliation that has characterized his life? To find out how Dwight's story develops, fans will need to see the Tulsa King Season 2 finale on November 17th. With Tulsa's destiny at stake, the conclusion is sure to be an exciting ride. Since Sylvester Stallone's debut as Dwight Manfredi in the now record-breaking Paramount Plus smash series Tulsa King, a lot has changed. Manfredi has found love, turned his exile into a successful criminal empire, repaired his ties with his family, and made a few enemies in the process. Local businessman Carl Thresher, Neil McDonough, one of Manfredi's enemies, chooses to become a sore thumb after first agreeing to work amicably with the general. Dwight's henchman Armand, Max Casella, who foolishly assists in attacking his boss after he provides information, is one of Thresher's weapons. Armand flees and attempts to vanish into Mexico after stealing Dwight's casino of $500,000 by threatening Goody Karangi, played by Chris Caldovino, with a revolver. But he chooses to give up running and confront his employer, Dwight, which may result in his demise. Armand could have entered Mexico at the lights, so why did he turn around? In an explanation to TV Insider, Casella states, "In the end, Dwight was able to take advantage of Armand's choice to go back to his boss. After driving the businessman away from their shared interests, Thresher's business partner Jackie Ming, Rich Ting, was starting to pose a serious threat. The General, Thresher, and Bill Bevilacqua, Frank Grillo, were able to reach a provisional agreement to remove Ming using a strategy based on Armand because he had previously tried to murder Dwight. Will Armand continue to be faithful to Dwight now that his faults have been pardoned? In response, Casella says it will be interesting to watch if Armand stays faithful. But if he does choose to do otherwise, it would be best for him to ensure that he is not caught in the General's long arm of vengeance. The general is unlikely to forgive Armand a third time because he has already lost the support of his daughter's presence because of the mess that Armand's actions helped create. The past 2 episodes of Tulsa King's second season have been a huge shootout. As Dwight, the General Manfredi, Sylvester Stallone, must keep his opponents at bay on all sides, the rivalry between the crime families in Kansas City, Tulsa, and New York has intensified. The temperature needs to be lowered before it becomes too hot since it's turning into a carnage. Dwight may require additional time to thoroughly deal with his opponents. Max Casella, who plays Armand in the popular Paramount Plus series, has lately provided an ambiguous update on the show's future, though. As he talked about his character's current role in Tulsa King, Casella was questioned by TV Insider about what a potential third season may entail. A significant portion of Season 1 focused on Dwight's quest for atonement, particularly in relation to his daughter Tina Manfredi, Tatiana Zappardino. Expanding, controlling Tulsa, and repelling invasions on his territory were the main goals of Season 2. But Casella is unsure about the potential course of a third season, stating, "It's intriguing that Casella doesn't appear to know what will happen to Tulsa King after the second season." The series star, Stallone, had stated a few months ago in September that the Paramount Plus program was already working on its third season. "I am thrilled and extremely proud of our cast because our show has increased by 75% over the previous year, which is unprecedented, and Season 2 received 100% on Rotten Tomatoes," Stallone wrote on social media at the time. In addition, it is the second most watched show globally on all streaming platforms. "We are currently working on the third season, and thank you very much." Tulsa King is not likely to be discarded, and Casella's hesitancy may just be due to the fact that she hasn't been given access to some facts. Tulsa King appears to have been a huge success for Paramount Plus. For the streamer, the first season of the crime thriller was a huge, record-breaking success, showcasing Taylor Sheridan's creativity. The show's second season pushed its success to the next level, breaking the previous record with 2 million viewers worldwide on its launch day. It appears that Tulsa King will continue to rule for some time to come. The 9th episode of Sylvester Stallone's Tulsa King continues to perform well for Paramount, but there have been some significant writing setbacks compared to the show's prior run. In Tulsa King Season 2's penultimate episode, Dwight briefly considers murdering Armand after the latter defrauds him of $500,000. But once the mafioso decides against it, Max Casella, who plays Armand, considers his own explanation for Dwight's decision to show mercy. Both Armand and Tyson, particularly the former who decided to steal from the dispensary, were readily absolved in Season 2 thus far. But in a flash of insight, he chooses to reverse the wheels, confront Dwight, and ask him to murder him rather than fleeing. This would normally be grounds for execution, but Sylvester Stallone's Dwight makes a different decision. Max Casella acknowledged that Dwight's justification for forgiving Armand may be interpreted in a variety of ways, including as the Tulsa General's attempt to outdo Jackie, but he also stated that Dwight is no longer behaving like a real, true gangster anymore. Casella said, "Dwight no longer adheres to the old-school rules, which is also reflected in his decision to not punish Tyson for his rash actions, given that he was exiled for 25 years. The Sopranos star went on to say that the criminal has a heart of gold. Furthermore, considering that he had an opportunity to mend his relationship with his daughter, Casella said that Dwight might really believe in second chances. When asked about the distinction between Tony Soprano and Dwight, showrunner Terrence Winter expressed a similar position. Despite their apparent similarities, Sylvester Stallone's Dwight is far more sensible and logical at heart than the Soprano head, Winter revealed. Regarding Armand's possible redemption arc, Casella believes that his tale will be continued in a possible Season 3, which is quite feasible. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks, everyone.